Yeah, question two, find the following integrals, and we have those the following questions. The first one, this one. So what we're going to do in that place is to get the inverse of cos square x, which will be equal to what? Sec square x. Okay, then plus this one will be equal to what? X minus x to the power minus 2. Okay, close it, dx. Okay, 1 over cos x is sec, and 1 over cos square x will give you sec square x. So that's what I apply for this question. So then the next thing is for you to just use your standard table for sec. Integral of that is tan x, and this one will be the power is minus 2, so plus 1. That's what? Minus 2 plus 1, that's minus 1 plus c. Okay? So plus minus, that'll be, we have this minus, and this is what? X to the power minus, x to the power minus 1, which is 1 over what? 1 over x plus c. So that finished that question. Then we go to question 2. Question 2, which is B. I want you to note that sine over cos is what? Is tan x. So note that, and also note that 1 over cos instead is what? Is sec x. So in this case now, what we're going to do here, we're going to split this one into two parts. 1 over cos times sin x over cos x. So we have split the cos square x into two parts. Okay, then you can put your dx there. You can put your dx there. Then the second function, integral of what? The 2 can come outside. This one, dx. Okay. So that will give us integral of sec x tan what? Tan x. Then plus. Let's get the final answer. Integral of sec x. Don't forget your dx here. Integral of sec x tan x. That's what? That's sec x. And this one will give us what? Plus what? 2 exponential to power what? To power x plus what? Plus c. So anytime you integrate exponential to power x, it will give you back the question. But there is an exception to that. But when I get there, I'll explain that to you. Okay? The c part. This one implies 1 over, it's just algebra. You have 1 plus cos x over sine square x. So this implies 1 over sine square x plus cos x over sine square x. Okay? Then plus this one also 1 over x squared, 1 over x squared, then plus x over x squared. Then close your bracket here. So that's that. Okay? So, and this will give us, if you go on, it's going to give us integral of, open your brackets, 1 over sine, okay, that's a cosec square x. Okay? And this one, you can also split into two parts, which will be equal to 1 over sine, okay, and then times what? Cos x over what? Over sine x, then plus x minus 2, then this will give us plus 1 over x. Close that, and then the dx. So if you like, you can now apply your allow this integral to goes in. So we now have integral over cosec square x, this one plus dx, plus integral of this one will be 1 over sine is cosec, and this one cos over sine, that's a cot x, and then plus integral over x to the power minus 2 dx. Don't forget to put dx after the integral sign, and then plus what? Integral of 1 over x dx. So it's more better to allow the integral to goes in. Okay? Then the final thing to do now is to get the value for those integral. We now have integral of cosec square x. That's minus what? Minus cot x. Okay? Integral of cosec x cot x. That's what? That's minus cosec. So cosec x. Okay? And for this one, that will be plus x to power minus 2 plus 1 over minus 1. And for the last one, integral of 1 over x, that's like ln x, then plus c. So let's do the final fine-tune, final algebra. So final answer will be minus cot x plus times minus, that's minus cosec x, and then plus minus, that will be minus, and this is x to power minus 1, which is 1 over x, and then plus ln x plus c. So that's that on that question. So, and that will take us to D part now. Integral of 1 over sine square x, that will be what? Cosec square x. Okay? Then plus what? Plus 1 over x. So let's apply your table straight away. Integral of cosec square x is minus cot x, and then plus what? Ln what? Ln x plus c, which is integral of this, and then the e parts. What we're going to do there for this one is to open these brackets. This one times this one, and that will be what? Sine x. Then plus, open your bracket here. This one times this one. Okay? So which is what? Sine x. Sec square x mean 1 over cos square x. Okay? Then close the bracket and put your dx. Okay? So we're now having integral of sine x dx, then plus integral of this one will be what? This will be 1 over cos x, and then times sine x over cos x. So what I did is just to split these cos square x into 2 parts. Okay? And that will be equal to this one will give you sec x, and this will give you tan x. Okay? So final answer will just be equal to what? Minus cos x, that's for the integral of this. The integral of this is what? Integral of this is sec x plus what? Plus. For f, do the same thing also. Open this bracket, this times this, that's what? Cos x, then plus cos x times this one, which is what? Open your bracket here, cos x times cosec square x made 1 over sine square x. Okay, dx. Okay, so and this will be equal to integral of this. Okay, then plus split this sine square x into 2 parts, which will be equal to 1 over what? 1 over sine x times cos x over sine x. Okay, dx. So which is equal to cosec x and then cot x. Okay, that's that. So you now have integral of this, integral of cos x dx plus integral of what? Integral of this cosec x cot x dx. So on the final answer, this will be sine x plus integral of this one cosec x cot x. That's what minus what? Minus cosec x plus what? Plus c. The g parts, do the same thing also. Open the brackets, and that will be equal to integral this one times this one. That's what? Cosec square x dx, then plus this one also times this one plus integral of, don't forget that cosec square x is 1 over sine square x times tan square x mean sine square x over what? Cos square x. Okay, dx. So this we cancel. So we now have integral of this plus integral of what? 1 over cos square x, that's what? Sec square x dx. So this will give you minus what? Minus cos x, and this will give you tan x plus c. So that finished that. Then the final one, the g, the implications of this, when you have this plus this over this, the algebra will be 1 over cos square x plus sin x over cos square x. That's the algebra dx. So that's that. Then plus integral of what? Integral of these parts. Don't forget, integral of sum of functions is equal to integral of each of those functions. So this will be what? This will be cos square x times sec x, which is 1 over what? 1 over cos x. Open and close your brackets. Then we now have this will be what? Sec square x dx. Then plus integral of this one, which will be, I'm going to do this one straight away, which will be 1 over cos, that's a sec x, and then sine over cos, that's what? That's a tan x dx. Here, 1 will go here, 1 also will cancel here, so we just have what? Plus cos x dx. So on the final note, integral over sec square x, that's what? Tan x. Integral over sec x tan x, that's what? Sec x. And then integral over cosine, that's what? Plus sin x plus what? Plus c. And that finish the question. So please, if you are new on this channel and you are yet to subscribe, there's an icon on the video, click on it and subscribe. Click on notification bell so that you can get notified anytime there's a new update. Okay? Click on like button and begin to send your comments. Okay? By so doing, you are advancing this channel. Okay? You are advancing this channel. Okay, please finally share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. Questions still continue. Join me for the question 3 on integration.